bring in Bill Baruch this morning. The market's moving lower. All right, Bill, let's talk about what's going on in China, the lockdown protests. What impact on the markets could this have, and how much concern going forward?
I think the direct impact really is to look at what the Chinese yuan is doing. If the Chinese yuan continues to weaken against the U.S. dollar, it's going to slow down a lot of growth. They're basically exporting deflation. You're seeing what crude oil has done today. A lot of the materials and metals, those are going to get hurt too. So I'm watching that most closely from a global economic standpoint. But obviously the policy drivers here, what's taking place in China, the lockdowns are going to disrupt supply chains. At the same time, this unrest is also bringing uncertainty, and markets don't like uncertainty.
They certainly don't. By the way, you say the economy not as bad as people seem to be making it out to be. With that in mind, should the PEV or should the Fed, or does it, pivot?
I think they're going to hike again, 50 basis points in December, probably another 50 in February. But the market's expectations are already aligned with that. The fact that they're slowing, I think is definitely a positive. We're starting to see some indicators within inflation data start to roll over a little bit. I think that's a positive tailwind as well. But people do point to the excessive use of revolving credit. I don't think that is a precursor to a market sell-off or a precursor to a recession. It's sort of, to me, a parallel to a market sell-off. So revolving credit rallies when the market sells off. But we're seeing record Black Friday sales, $9.1 billion on Friday. Cyber Monday I expect to be pretty good. It beat expectations, 2.3% year-over-year growth. They're looking for about a 1% year-over-year growth. I think the excessive negativity is already really in this market. The put-call ratio institutionally is already at record highs. So I can keep going here. I just think, I'm not sitting here chasing the rally. My futures and commodities fund, I'm actually short a little bit here for a trade. But yeah, we're long-term in portfolio management. We're positioned here in equities and protecting our downside.
Bill Baruch, I love your optimism, Bill. It's much appreciated on a Monday morning. Thanks for joining us.